Why I'm not pitying for Ebo Stone? Ebo Stone, let me speak Benin here. They say Odumadu body. If you forget where rain for beat you, not forget where sun for dry you. You were just a common bus driver when I was a police in Testament Road. You know me. You know my name on uniform. Then you can also formulate a task force team that will generate revenue for the state. And one was headed by Tony Kabaka. Mr. Tony Kabaka Adukod Akugbe Ventures. Another one was headed by Comrade Shaba called Driver on Wheel. Then one was headed by no more less. I've forgotten the name that no more less one was being called. So then we now have National Union of Road Transport Workers. Those were the 4 Agberu structures in Edo State. Then, during Adams Aliu Osomole, when Kabaka was the head of Akugbe Venture, Kabaka has his own sitting office. There was a park chairman of Akugbe Frontier to Ring Road. Is an empowerment to such person. He employ youth. There is a park chairman from New Benin to Ipobai. Is an employment and he employ youth. And they were paying revenue. I don't understand what this one is saying. What do you mean by dentist? What do you mean by, rewrite it again? You are mentioning dentist. I don't know what you mean by dentist. So there were massive employments during the Agbero system, which it is not what functioned in Western world. That was the way Osomole take over from Lokigbeledion administration, from Osumbo administration. Sorry to say, from Osumbo administration. So Kabaka was in one side, no more less was in one side. Then Driver on Wheel Shaba was on one side, and National Union was on one side. Do you know how many thousands of youths were engaged in revenue collection in those states? But we kick against it that no, the rate and manner which these people molest driver who refuse to pay is very bad. On the street, they can drag driver out of his steering, putting the life of the passenger at risk because driver failed to pay the revenue as at when due. We were all pleased with it and clamoring for a change of such an Agbero system. That those Agbero system is only empowering the park chairman to become a millionaire. Why I still support, why I kick against Obaseki's own and prefer the old one is what I'm saying now. Listen very well and listen good. During Osomole, if you are a park chairman, you will have vice, you will have secretary, you will have PRO, you will have all functionary escorts from chairman of park to the least escort of park. It was an employment for them, and they maintain the lines and everything. But now Obaseki said he's introducing POS. Have you seen where they are collecting revenue with POS in those states? I don't want to block people's video. My friend, my childhood friend, Ward Baresi, he went to Nigeria less than 2 months. He was assaulted by Obaseki police along Sapele Road. He does not drive up. He was driving not even up to traffic lights. The next thing, they jump into his car because they know he's a foreigner. Looking at the way he's dressed, his earring, his necklace, his car is on number, they know that this is a foreigner. He said, but there is no traffic rules here. But there is no traffic, but be that as it's made, he was being dragged. He did live video in the present. The whole world was looking. He was willing to go naked if they would not allow him to go. So the harassment of Mutari and his boys is getting too much. We can't deceive ourselves any longer. The harassment of Mutari and his boys, the rate of Agbero system in Edo State that have converted nearly 40% of Edo youth who drive to become ex-convicts. If you violate traffic rules, they take you to mobile courts. You cannot pay the fine instantly. For them impounding the car, paying when you can pay, they force you to Black Maria. They force you to Black Maria to make sure you are an ex-convict. When you still came out from the prison, you will still come and claim your car. They will tell you your car being in their custody. He spent so and so days. So for the days he spent, this is the amount they use in looking at it, that nothing damaged your car, that nothing was removed. Now this Agbero system led by Mutari is getting too much. The only youth that has become a billionaire in Obaseki administration is Mutari. If everybody is regretting Obaseki administration, Mutari is the only person having the guts to glorify this government. That this government taking from streets to become something else. I know Mutari is from Auchi, is a close ally to Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu. That was why he was being kept there. Why I'm not pitying for Ebo Stone. Ebo Stone, let me speak Benin here. They say, Odumadu body. If you forget where rain for beat you, not forget where sun for dry you. You were just a common bus driver when I was a police in Testament Road. You know me. You know my name on uniform. You can call my name on uniform, and that is my son name. Ebosto, you know me very well. But kabaka take you from that Siloko road where you do handing and taking over, and make you an executive in Akugbe venture. That was where the light, the breeze of life started embracing you. When you have a big head challenge, the man took it upon himself to make sure nothing happens to you because you are his boy. You have worked with him for years. He protects you with all he can, with his finance, with all anything within possible means. But still, you forget all those ones because he is not in the same page with Obaseki. Then you team up with Obaseki to start canonizing him. You were the ones who aided the PDP, all that travel against kabaka in Edo State. We know those that were behind it. As we are saying, about Obaze is behind it. Likewise, you, Ebo Stone, you are still the green snake under the green grass. You were still part of those masterminder that led to the fortune that befell on kabaka. Not that the governor have a one-on-one hate for kabaka. It was you people that went to gossip that man is an influencer. Through him, APC can ring the states. How do we bring him down? That was what led to the government going to the hotel to go and demolish that hotel. Not because he made the money from Agbero. As of today, Ebo Stone, now, shall you see yourself? The government you fight for, who make you number 2 man to Mutari, You have a problem with Mutari. Mutari went and reported you to chief of staff. And Mutari is a boy to deputy governor. And you are not a boy to anybody. You will be positioned before based on kabaka influence for you to enjoy. Now kabaka is no longer there. Who will fight for you? That is why they drop you. That you can no longer cry. Can you both to say you are a proud PDP member now, a Bosto? That you are happy with the conduct of PDP in the state? No. PDP already used you and dump you. I'm using this medium to you, a Boston. Go back to your master, Tony Kabaka. Go and beg and dialogue with him. You never know life will be like this. You never know life will be like this. So go back and beg. Because the Agbero system is turn by turn. It can favor you today. Next tomorrow it might not be your turn. The rate at which you people condemn kabaka administration in revenue collection, that kabaka administration, whereas that was the simplest form, making every youth a park chairman. As a park chairman is an empowerment. You have a vice. As at then, there were no high rate of courtesy because the youth were more engaged in park activities and in park management and in everything. But now, Obaseki solely the whole revenue collector system. I'm not talking about board of internal revenue. In terms of transport revenue collection, how will you solely put it on one person's hand, Mutari? You say Kabaka became a millionaire through revenue collector. Yes, of course, he became a millionaire. We know. Shaba became a millionaire through revenue collector. We know. Nomole became a millionaire through revenue collector. We know. That is 3 persons became a millionaire under revenue collector under Edo State government. Why we Obaseki now say no ticketing and you make one man a sole collector of revenue in the entire state? How will you over empower one man in a state where there are millions of youths? How? Osomole distributize it. It does not make it one man business. But now Obaseki is making it one man business. Mutari is my guy. He's my close friend. I appreciate him and I pray for his success. That his day has come. His light has come. He has seen government that recognize all his labor, that is willing to uplift him. But the truth be told, only you is not the host youth in the states. Other youth should be carried along. That revenue that is being placed on you should be decentralized. That is my option. It should be decentralized. Let's have somebody in charge of transport revenue. You are for Oredo local government. This is how much you have to be paying to the state government. You are for Ovia. Yeah, distribute it. You are for Ikpobaoka. You are for Esako. Distribute it. Empower the youth in that manner. Not solely putting it on Ole Mutari's hand. Making him a teen god. It is unfair. And the rate at which the mobile courts are now treating people is something unbearable. Making a docent indigene ex-convict on daily basis because they have a car, because they beat traffic lights. Now, look at it. Let's say it again. All these Mutari boys, are they civil servants under the Ministry of Transport? Ask yourself that question. Are they civil servants under the Ministry of Transport? The answer is no. They are not civil servants under the Ministry of Transport. How they work is on daily basis. The number of vehicle you contravene to the office, define the vehicle pay. That is when they give you your percentage on daily basis. That is why you see these people jumping into cars unnecessarily to make sure they contravene vehicle to the office so that they can have something to take home. Obaseki, we don't want that system in Edo State. Make all these youth a civil servant in Edo State under the Ministry of Works and Transport, so that they know that at the end of the month they are hoping on salary. They will not be jumping into car recklessly anyhow they see, just to make sure I convey a car to the office and we have something to take home. I never hate this Obaseki government. I love Obaseki as a person, but I hate his style of governance. I love him as my governor, but I hate his style of governance. His style of governance is what I totally disagree against. I don't hate him in person. I can never hate. I am not God. But his style of governance is something to write, is nothing to write on me back.